As you practice yoga, try to be aware of your breathing and alert to the sensations it produces. This will relax you and put you in touch with your inner energy. Breathe in slowly and deeply through your nose and inhale as you inhale. The air should fill first your lower, then your middle, and finally your upper lungs. Fully relax your ribs and stomach for a complete exhalation.
Make sure you find a place where you feel comfortable and will be uninterrupted. A quiet, peaceful place with a moderate temperature is best.
Hello, the first stretch we're going to do is called cat-cow stretch. First you'll get in the tabletop position. Your shoulders should be right above your wrists and your hips right above your ankles. You should think of your spine as a straight line. Now, curl your toes, drop your belly while you take a deep breath and gaze towards the ceiling. Hold this stretch for about 10 seconds. Then relax the tops of your feet on the mat. Look down and curl your shoulders over. You'll repeat this step 2 or 3 times until your back feels fully stretched out.
Return to tabletop position. The next pose is going to be called downward dog. From tabletop position, slowly lift up your knees and straighten your legs. Make sure you don't lock your knees. Push your heels as far down to the floor as you can, making sure not to overstretch. Hold this pose for about 20 seconds. Now to get out of this pose, slowly walk your hands towards your feet and roll your back up, making your head the last thing to rise.
The next pose is the tree or mountain pose. Stand with your posture perfectly straight with your legs next to each other. To make this more difficult, you can lift one leg into a kickstand up to your mid-calf or up to your mid-thigh. Do not rest your leg on your knee. For extra challenge and to really deepen your breathing, raise your arms and hold them at your heart. Hold this for about 10 seconds.
The next pose is a warrior pose. From here, take a deep lunge forward with your right leg. Bring your right arm forward and your left arm back, making sure they're straight. Gaze forward. Now for a little more difficulty, bring your hands together and arch your back. Hold this for about 20 seconds. Now you can return back to your standing position and repeat with the left leg. Lunge forward, bringing your left arm forward and your right arm back, gazing forward. And for the more difficult move, bring them both together and arch your back. Now return back to the standing position.
The next pose is the forward dive. You'll start standing up, swoop your arms forward, and dive forward. Deepen your stretch far past your ankles. Then roll up slowly, with your head being the last to rise. Repeat this twice.
Now we'll return back to the ground for the cobra or sphinx pose. Lay down in a push-up position. Now for the sphinx, bring yourself up onto your forearms. This will just give you a little stretch. But for a deeper stretch, return back to the push-up position and lift up and arch your back, gazing towards the ceiling. Then you can lower yourself back down into the push-up position and repeat again.
do towards the end of your workout. It really relaxes you and fully stretches out your back. You'll start out with a tabletop position. Inhale and drop your chest to the floor, stretching your arms forward. Lay your head onto the floor between your knees. For a deeper stretch, you can swoop your arms around and put them next to your ankles. Thank you for joining us for our Basics of Yoga.